We hear about the large-scale effects of climate change all the time now. We're hearing reports of flooding, landslide, tsunamis, and the increasing number and strength of hurricanes and tornadoes across the globe. We see footage of polar ice caps melting and glaciers receding, but how is climate change affecting us in our daily lives? In this video series, we look at some of the local effects of climate change here in our own backyard. Today we wrap up our series by looking at how our community is responding to the challenges of climate change.
So we're here today at Hamilton City Hall, and you might wonder what climate change has to do with being in a city hall with all the offices and that sort of thing. Well, it turns out that the councillors here throughout the city deal with all kinds of flooding problems, with the increased rain that we're seeing with climate change, the more drastic storms throughout the year, including the winter time, and it's an issue that affects everybody throughout the city of Hamilton. And here in Hamilton, understanding that and really saying, you know, this climate change thing is very real, and it's costing us money here at the city, and it's affecting all of our residents and other species throughout the city. We're one of the first communities in Ontario to sign a climate change charter. And that charter is a document that people have signed throughout the city of Hamilton, all different agencies and organizations, as well as many individuals as well. And the interest there is to commit to the idea of being a real problem that we all need to work together to solve, and then to commit to various actions that we'll each take. In a moment I'll refer to some of those actions. But if you're looking at this from another community as well, we encourage you to prepare your own climate change charter, and we're here at the Hamilton City Hall to help you with that. And of course, if you're a Hamiltonian throughout our municipality, we encourage you to actually sign the charter yourself as an individual and take personal action towards climate change, which will help us at the Hamilton Conservation Authority implement our very own climate change strategy we have, working in all the different watersheds throughout the municipality of Hamilton. Well, the Hamilton Climate Change Action Charter is a document that commits people to taking action on climate change. And I just wanted to take the opportunity to read out some of the actions that we want people to take, and you may want to take yourself. The first one is keep informed. Information about climate change is continually emerging, new scientific data almost every day, it seems. And to stay on top of that is important for all of us as we understand the issue, take action, and share our thoughts with others. The second action to take is to establish a baseline. With greenhouse gas emissions, it's very important to know what our current emissions are, and as we take tangible actions, leaving the car at home, taking various actions to turn down the heat and become more energy conservation minded throughout our lives, we'll want to know how that affects the greenhouse gas emissions. So keep track of what the emissions are so we can measure the reductions over time. The next one, number 3, is to set targets. Keep track, as I mentioned just a moment ago, but what target are we working towards in all parts of our lives, whether it be climate change or other things. In my case, losing weight. We need to set the target and to be able to measure how we're doing towards that target. The fourth action is to take personal responsibility and collaborate with others to make a difference with reducing greenhouse gases here in Hamilton. And that is very tangible actions you make in your home and in your daily lives, your way of living. It can also be committing to educating others about the issue and encouraging others to act. The fifth action item is to report and celebrate annually. This is all doom and gloom, sometimes climate change, but it's very important that we celebrate the achievements that we're making. In this case, Hamilton developing its own climate change charter was a celebration for us. October is Hamilton's Climate Change Action Month, and we have events throughout that month to celebrate our activities. The last action we've listed under the charter is to engage, educate, and involve. Education about climate change and its impacts promotes public understanding and encourages us to reduce our greenhouse gas emissions and become more resilient over time as the climate changes. So that's the actions that we have here in Hamilton. Of course, not all the actions that you might want to take. There's lots of others that you could dream up yourself, but those are the ones that we're taking action on here in Hamilton. So to learn more about what you can do to improve the climate change issues here in Hamilton, please visit the City of Hamilton website and look under the term climate change or greenhouse gas emissions, and you'll get a full understanding of the actions you can take, what's already being done, and organizations you can join up with to make a difference. Thank you.